Benny is going to show us how to smelt some aluminium. What's going on, everybody? I'm over at Ben's place. We're going to do a quick installation of an option rear bar on the Nissan Navara. So the option rear bar that I've got is from SLX Australia. Now that's the bar there. We're working on getting the tow bar off the back of the car at the minute. So Benny, he's just cracking off a few nuts on the side here of the factory tow bar. We're going to remove that because the SLX, or the option bar, has a built-in tow bar in the bottom of it there. So we don't need to keep the factory tow bar on there. So we're going to rip this one off. We've taken off the plug there, the trailer plug. We've got to take a couple of bolts off the side. Then we'll get stuck into taking the factory bumper off.
Actually quite a few bolts under here.
There's a heap, man.
Yeah.
I was looking at it before. There's 4 there. And is there some on the inside as well?
Yeah.
3 on the inside?
1, 2, yeah.
At least you know it's not going anywhere.
Some might be a U1, Joel.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll get down there and give it a reef. At least we know that Nissan did up the bolts. Sid Chrome. Serious business. How long have you had that Sid Chrome tool set for?
10 years, 15 years, 15 years.
Still going. Some factory Nissan Navara bolts come out of the tow bar. Factory stripped. Wonder why they're a little bit hard to get out. Yeah. A little bit of strippage action there. Alright, do you reckon you get that with your fingers now?
No.
You took a bit of weight off it? No?
Oh, yeah.
You know those strip bolts, I wonder if the chassis thread's going to be clapped out.
I hope not.
Or it's just the chassis thread's stronger than the bolt, so it hasn't threaded the chassis.
That's what I'm hoping.
Alright. Should come down now?
Yeah.
We're doing some weight reduction so we can go to race wars.
What's up, man? Welcome to Race Wars.
Go ahead.
Alrighty, so we've just dropped the tow bar off. Now we're working on getting the bumper off. So we've got 3 bolts on the side here. 1, 2, 3 that we're taking off now just to try and see if that drops the whole bumper away. There's also a bit of wiring up here, a bit of a wiring harness, which is obviously powering some of the number plate lights and things like that. So we'll have to detach those before we drop the bumper off.
Nope.
Come on, Benny. Right tools for the job. Breaker bar. Oh yeah. Sandwiches have arrived. What's going on, sandwich lady?
2 bags of your sandwich.
Schnitzel sandwiches.
That's one half of the sandwich.
Oh yeah. Snitty sandwiches. There you go, Benny. You're on GoPro duties.
Come on.
This must be what giving birth feels like.
No.
Far out. Nissan used really long bolts. Long bolts.
Hey.
Alright, so we've got a couple of plugs up the top here. We've got one plug there, which we might just unplug the harness straight off there for now, and then unclip down here and figure out how to get them all out later once the bar's off the car. Just a couple of zip ties that are holding the plugs on. If you unclip those, it releases the whole harness.
Oh, it's a bit dusty. Do you want a flathead?
Maybe.
Oh.
No, got it. So both of these plugs are different, so you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up after you unplug them. Just got an earth stripe here on the chassis. 17mm bolt, and that comes straight off. And that's it. Rightio, so the tow bar and the bumper are now off the vehicle. It was surprisingly easy to get them both off, guys. So we've got the bolts down on the bottom here that were straight onto the chassis. Also 2 side bolts here, and 1 more down the bottom there. We had a plug on the tow bar here that we had to take off, and the bumper came off by just taking off these 3 bolts on either side, exposing the whole back of the Navara. So we can start with now getting the option rear bar ready for a bit of a test fit. Benny's got a really long hose. What's this, Benny?
That is my baby drill.
What does it do?
Nah, mill stuff actually.
Mills? It's a mill.
It's more like a lathe.
Yep.
And it kind of cuts metal horizontally.
Horizontal metal cutting.
Yep.
I'm impressed. What the hell is this thing? Drop saw?
No, that's my drill press.
Benny's full of shit. That's a drop saw.
I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm a ghost. Every time you hit the phone. I'm a ghost.
A little bit of manipulation here, Ames.
You want to kick that corner?
Just a little one.
Just to get.
Yeah, go again. Yeah, that is that's perfect.
Want me to kick your corner?
Yeah, actually, yes.
I've got a bolt in.
I
See my bunny shirt.
It's just gonna go up a bit.
Ben, you just lifted the whole thing. Oh,
Ben,
I just got a little hard.
fucking vegetarian diet, mate.
Tell you, mate.
It's really important whenever you're doing anything on your vehicle, gotta stay hydrated. They're the suckers that we need, but how the hell do you get to them? From there. I guess you just gotta push those,
You've got to cut the bar open.
no, just get a flat blade screwdriver on that, and push that in. I'll push from the bottom. Oh, there you go.
Cool.
That's the harness off the old bumper, just like that. Okay, so we've got our loom here. This is a loom that we've taken off the factory bumper. Now we've got our two globes. These two globes need to be fed through from the back so they can go through these two holes where we'll put our light clips back in, and they fit straight back in like they would on a factory bumper, which is pretty awesome of option to cut out these holes ready to go straight away for it. Then we'll just have to mount the number plate up, and some lights in here as well, some LED lights that option have also supplied, and that will be complete, and we'll start fitting it up to the car.
Does the back door open when it's there?
I don't know, you want to try? Professional design, really, isn't it?
Nice, Gary. Nice.
So option four-wheel drive have supplied these lights. So they're an LED light which fits straight into the back of the bumper, like that, with 4 bolts either side. And then they've got the option plates which go straight on the outside like that. Alrighty guys, so we've mounted up the lights. So we've got the side lights on here for the number plate. We've also got the lights in here that we can use as a reverse light or some sort of light, whatever we want to hook that up as. Pretty much ready now to put it straight on the car and do a final fitment and make sure it all works. This is a shout out to whoever it was that put a comment up on one of the videos a while ago saying I need to get an air ratchet. That is definitely going to be one of my next investments. Using manual tools is not the way to go. Alrighty guys, so putting the wiring back together, you've got one plug here, grey to grey, and you've got the other one up here, black plug, goes in the black socket. And you've got your earth strap here, goes back into the original bolt. Safety goggles.
Made a mess, Joe.
Banners.
Spanners? Yeah.
Thanks, man.
What size?
Tiny.
Can we go?
On the second.
Tap with rubber mallet. Totally defeats the purpose of tapping. Trusty H&B warehouse nutcert tool comes out again. Single best investment so far. So you put the tool open, screw your nutcert on,
Put it in the hole.
put it in the hole till it bottoms out,
Squeeze.
squeeze, and she's done.
And that's a wrap.
So that's the option 4-wheel drive bar fitted to my vehicle. It was super simple to do. So I just reused the factory bolts that I took out of the chassis that were holding in my tow bar and the factory bumper. If you don't have a tow bar on there and you're missing the bottom bolts, don't worry, option 4-wheel drive have supplied the bolts with this tow bar anyway, so you can use those if you don't have them. Now, the benefits of doing a rear bar. Now, there's a few rear bars that I like on the market. I really like the option rear bar just purely because of the design and the departure angle, which is what I'm going to get into now. There's also another one that I really liked was the Iron Man bar. I was really close to going that one, but I just was really sold on the design of this bar, and that's why I went this way. But the main reason to put a bar on the back of your vehicle is it's stronger than the factory bumper, so it's going to give you more protection. But the main one is the clearance. So on your departure angle, when you're off-road and you're coming off a, some sort of rut or any sort of obstacle off-road, this is going to give you a lot better departure angle. There's not so much hanging down, especially with a tow bar. The tow bar sits about here on a factory vehicle, so that is a lot more clearance now. Bringing this right up, you're not going to be dragging it through the dirt and the ruts and stopping your vehicle from moving forward and killing your momentum. So a rear bar is great for protection and also for adding extra clearance, which is just a massive thing for off-road vehicles. That's why we put bigger tires on. We do front bars with better approach angle and things like that. So that's a massive plus. All of the tow bar is integrated in here. So that's why we could take the factory tow bar off the vehicle, because all we need is this. We don't need the tow bar hanging down here anymore. It's all integrated in the option bar. Now, the option 4-wheel drive bar has rated recovery points either side that you can put your shackles onto and get, if you need to get winched out, or if you need to get snatch strapped out or something like that, you've got those there. They also supply these lights. Now, I had no idea they were coming with the bar. So option 4-wheel drive, I was opening up the boxes and they just put these lights in there. They were an LED, a 4 LED light that fits into their bar. Now, you could use this for a camp light, a reverse light, if that's legal. I don't think it is, but anyway, you can hook it up for whatever you want it to be. You could also even purchase a aftermarket light if you wanted to and put anything in there. I mean, it's a universal 4-bolt pattern that you get for most of these lights, off the shelf. So that's awesome. Really good extra and something that you can do a bit with. Now, it's also got the provisions for the factory number plate lights to slot straight back into the tow bar. No modifications were needed there. Get the number plate on. There's no holes drilled here. So we've just drilled a couple of holes. We've used our nutsert tool from H&B Warehouse on eBay. That nutsert tool was worth its weight in gold, guys. Don't forget, if you need any of the products off there, H&B Warehouse on eBay, use the code JPCaptured to get discounts off all their tools. So, once again, thanks heaps for watching this video. I can't wait to be back again soon for my front bar install. We're putting the Iron Man bar on this car, so that's going to look awesome. I'm going to run you through start to finish of how to install that bar. It's going to be a bit of an in-depth video, a bit more than this one here, so we're going to run through everything. It's just going to be start to finish, step to step. You know the drill. I've done it before, so we'll do another one of those ones, guys. Then we're going to move on to some suspension and possibly some other bits and pieces. There's heaps to do. Just stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, and also drop a comment if you can. The more likes and more comments I get on my videos, the more widespread they go, and the more people that are interested in NP300 modifications get to see them, guys. So really appreciate the support, and I'll see you again in the next video.